All right, sir. So when he comes back in here, I don't want to have to retrain you guys every single time. So we're gonna, when he comes back here, I'm gonna get the GoPro. We're gonna go in there to talk with him in there because the GoPro is no different than a cell camera.
Talk to him?
Because I talked to him and
you don't need to sit here and show me.
Well, they agreed. They agreed with me.
You don't have to argue with me about it.
Yeah,
that's what the supervisor's for.
He told me that I could take it in, and you're telling me you can't.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm going to have them tell you.
Okay, then you tell him.
But until then, I'm going to wait here with you until then.
Have a seat.
I don't have to have a seat. I want to.
Well, I mean, just take a load off. You don't have to stand.
How long is this? How long is this going to be?
I don't know. You don't have to stand in front of me though.
Why not?
Sit over there.
You're the one.
Because I'm helping other folks. All right?
Really? I don't see you helping anybody.
I'll back up when you're helping somebody. I'll back up. Until then, you can help Vernon. Because he has some questions for you.
This lady right here.
Okay? All righty.
What you did there, go back away.
We'll help away. So, you don't even have the copy of the 122.
I haven't
122.1.
practically committed to memory. Well, I guess ain't gonna help her either. Tyrants. So, how long?
So anyway, they won't let us take a GoPro in, but we can take this in. As you know, I've filmed inside with this.
Are you filming you or me?
I'm filming you. I'm talking to the narrating.
Right.
But here, let's go over here. So here's my stuff. Anyway, so basically, they'll let us take a phone in, and I filmed in there, but they're trying to say that we can't take a GoPro. So, and if you're going to court, all you have to do is notify the judge, not get permission from the judge. They're trying to say you need permission, but really you don't.
You would need to notify him whether you can use this phone or the GoPro.
Yeah, and there's no difference on 122 whether it's the GoPro or a phone. They both record. Right. So what we're trying to get at, and the last 2 times I did the interview, and they told me that we can actually take that in there if we're not going to court or if we get permission from the judge. That's what they were saying then. Right. But that ain't what 122 says.
No, that's what their little court 90 whatever rule.
Yeah. Yes.
The member has to have permission from the judge.
So
which we're going to make sure that we're going to ask your judge for permission from the judge to tell him you need to bring your GoPro in on our next court date.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But
send that. I'll get through that email.
So that's what we got to determine, because last 2 times we talked to their supervisors, they came out and agreed that we can film. Yes, as long as we get permission from the people, but not the city employees, because city employees.
You have to have permission from the judge.
Yes.
Do you guys still want to speak to a supervisor?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. So.
Absolutely.
So anyway, we really didn't have to take our GoPro in there, because just so you guys all know out there that our GoPro doesn't have no battery. It's dead. I thought it was full charged, but I went to turn it on and it won't turn on anyway.
They don't know that though.
So no, they don't know that.
That's not the point. The point is it's an interruption. It's an infringement on your freedom to not be able to for them to confiscate your property for no good reason. Okay, I can understand having to take my belt off and get rid of my pocket knife. I got that. They don't get to take the phone. Yeah,
because the belt has metal, but there's absolutely no reason why you don't take why you can't take in a GoPro and
instead of a cell phone.
And you can take in a cell phone.
Right, that's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Look at these nice buildings they got, and I want you guys to really focus on that over there in the corner there. A camera. They got cameras everywhere in here.
Sure.
So.
Look on the ceiling.
Yeah, they got them up there, downstairs. Right there. They got them. Yeah, they got cameras
right
everywhere.
Now are trained on you.
Yes, exactly.
First Amendment.
And that's good. It keeps the welfare recipients taking our tax money busy, right?
Yeah, there's cameras on every move. The whole place is covered with cameras.
But this is the problem that I'm coming in here for, is
To be able to bring
to be able to film, and
Within the rules,
and that's
so-
why I'm going to court here, is because
and we are
it's
not
all
like
about
the
filming.
average person here, we know what Rule 122 and 122.1 says, and we
Yeah.
won't violate that rule.
And their rule, and their court policy that they gave us violates that rule.
That's right.
The very first line on that said
Says you have to have permission from
that you have to have permission. And nowhere in 122 or 122-1 do you have to have permission. So we have to get this thing settled once and
We
for
may
all.
have to go file a petition with the Supreme Court maybe, and say, hey, we want your damn security guards to stop
Yeah.
fucking with us.
State-
Maybe that's what we should do.
State courts, county courts, and city courts got to go by
Right, but
122.
we should file our own motion to find them in contempt. The
Yes.
Supreme Court.
Here we go again. Hey, you again. How's it going? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
So remember we talked last time?
Uh-huh.
Obviously they didn't hear it because they don't let me take my GoPro in at all.
Well,
Period.
Remember, and I told you, each time you come in, we're gonna take it from you, and then if you need it, to give me a call, we'll do a case-by-case basis.
Well, but we
Okay, we need it.
They couldn't call
Uh,
it.
we need it just like we need this,
And like
Every
I-
time I come in, I want to be able to take my GoPro in. And
As I told you, if you give it a chance for us to come down here and speak to you about it, find out exactly what's going on,
Okay.
we'll do that. We'll
but every
allow it.
time I come to do that, you're not available. So
I'm
why?
always here.
See, here's the thing about that. On the Rule 122, it doesn't say permission from the judge. It says me notify the judge when I'm bringing a camera, and I did that for my next court date. See, I'm notifying the judge and the prosecution that I'm doing a camera. So the judge, we're going to ask the judge to radio down here and tell you guys that there's no difference between a GoPro. In 122, the policy you gave us, right when we walked out, we read the first line of that policy. That violates 122. That says you got to get permission to bring in a GoPro or to bring in a camera. That doesn't say any difference between a GoPro and a camera either. But you guys are
Recording device.
Yeah, recording device. So I don't understand the difference between a GoPro.
And a phone.
And as we discussed last time, your phone, you're recording
Okay,
everything on your phone.
but both of
anyway.
these are recording
I'm speaking to
devices.
him right now, okay?
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm speaking to him, so let me finish. I understand it's the same thing, but it's different in the fact that that's personal equipment, that's got your personal information on it.
Yes.
We're not gonna take your phone from you. And as I spoke to you last time, the GoPro does not have your personal information on it, not your contacts, none of your emails, none of that stuff. And so therefore, if you let us know you're bringing it in, I can come down here and speak to you about it.
But it might have my personal stuff on it. It could have naked pictures of my wife. And that's personal.
That's not the same, and if you keep that kind of stuff on there, that's not you.
I'm just saying it could.
But it doesn't matter.
So,
When we got here today, hey Howie, when we got here today, there was no way we could contact, and they wouldn't let us in. So that's the problem. We said, okay, we'll wait, and we waited all this time to finally see him. Now we're already done. And like, hey Howie, how's it going? And that's the problem we're having.
So,
okay, well,
but I don't need permission from the judge. I just got to notify.
Well, all right. When you come in for your court date, I'll be honest with you, we're gonna take it again from you. And like I said, if the judge calls down here and says, hey, let him bring his GoPro.
But it ain't up to the judge, though. There's, in 122, that's a violation of
In the
122.
courtroom, you have to have permission.
Okay, in a courtroom.
Right. That's
Yes. But what I was trying to say, today I wasn't going to court. I was just trying to go in and record my transaction, paying my taxes. Now, I didn't pay my taxes today because I'm going to record it with my GoPro. I'm going to pay my taxes. I got till the 31st of this, and usually last time I paid a whole year. This time I'm going to do it 2 times so I can come in and see you lovely guys. And I'm going to bring my GoPro in. I'm going to record myself paying my taxes. So, with my GoPro. And I'm going to do that before the 31st.
Right, and
So-
as I said, when you come in, if it's either me or Brandon, my boss, I just talked to him a little while ago, he just happened to call me.
Yeah.
Neither about this particular case, but we have discussed you and your GoPro.
It ain't just me. It should be everybody.
Well, I'm just saying, but you're the one with the GoPro that has an issue with it right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I
Yeah,
mentioned you.
but I ain't doing this for me. I'm doing it for everybody because everyone has the right. Because you're violating everybody's rights by not letting them take in a GoPro.
Okay, as I had mentioned to you before, we're gonna take it from you. Let me know when you get here, and I'll come down and talk to you about it.
Then they'll give it back to you and you can go film.
And then I can go take my pay my taxes. If I would have did that today, if you was available, but you wasn't then.
Or walk into it.
I tried
I
to.
might have been in a meeting, I don't know what time you got here, but once a month on a
About a
Tuesday, I
half
got a
hour.
meeting.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock. So anytime before that or after that, I'd be available. Brandon
Yeah.
will be here.
But so how do we go about making the policy so everyone will be able to just walk in without having to go through this? Because you need to change that policy because it is against what,
I'm not sure, I can't change.
who's the one that
policy.
writes the policies?
So what you need to, you
Gotta go
can
see one of the judges.
email, or attempt to call our court administrator.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's what we need to go through to change
Yeah.
policy for the whole thing.
because that's the problem I have is that I have to comply with 122 and 122-1. That's why I'm here in this court, all these court dates, and they keep dragging it on, and that's why I'm here.
So he feels like if he has to comply, you guys should
Yes.
comply and let him bring them.
So since you guys-
Permitted.
I understand both
I
sides of this.
didn't know what 122 and 122-1 was until you guys brought it up against me. So then I read it and I realized you guys ain't complying with it, but you're making me comply with it. See?
Well, all I have to go by, that 122 and 122.1,
Yeah.
that's good stuff, but I have to enforce our policy here.
Yeah. But your policy
Doesn't
can't
comply.
supersede this.
And I'm not saying.
And it says that right in there.
He's saying you need to take that up with a court administrator or a judge.
Yeah. Who is the court administrator here?
Lisa Roy.
So how do we get in contact with her? Because that's where.
I got her information. She's got her email and contact
So-
So
information.
just email her or write her a letter, something like that, and it'll trickle down to us, and then at that point, if she decides we need to change the policy, we'll change the policy.
Start with sending an
Yeah.
email
But
to
you
your
need
judge
to-
for the next date coming up.
Yeah, you can do that too. If you send an email to the judge saying, I want to bring.
And
my
he'll
GoPro
send
in
down
on
here
this,"
and tell him,
Yeah.
let you through.
They'll say yes or no.
Yep. All right. It ain't really a big deal today. I would go pay my taxes right now with my GoPro. I would do it right now, but my GoPro's dead. It's still got no battery, so you guys just took a dead GoPro anyway. This is the only one that works.
We'll come back with one word.
So, why don't you just record it on your phone though? I think we talked about that last time.
Because yeah,
Good volume. It doesn't have as long a lasting
yes,
battery.
it doesn't have 4K.
But his GoPro's dead.
Well,
Yes.
today.
Yeah, because I didn't charge it.
Just saying.
But the other thing is I don't like running my batteries dead on my phone because I need that throughout the day. So I don't like running it dead because I have a lot of business to take care of too.
Right.
I'm just not. This ain't the only thing I do. This don't pay very good. If you probably noticed.
Yeah, it's not.
As a matter of fact, it costs me a lot of money because I have to keep coming here. So very.
Okay. Yeah, just, like we said last time, you guys come in, you need to take it, contact me or Brandon.
Yeah.
Permission, he said, well, he's not here, he's in the meeting car.
I would have fought it a little harder if my battery was
He's following what I
charged.
told him to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
see, what I don't get, instead of this contact you and everything, since you know, we understand.
I can't be arbitrary.
Just say when the big tall guy comes in, let him keep his GoPro. You're not gonna mistake him for anybody
Well,
else.
and that's good and all, but the problem with that is, I already spoke to him and told him, all you gotta do is contact us. And I can't change the policy. So on a case-by-case basis, I can do something, but I can't say, okay,
So
no,
that is a
Mark, bring
case by
stuff.
case basis. You say, when this case comes in, the tall guy, let him in with his GoPro.
It doesn't quite
case
work
by
like that. I understand that, so, all right?
All right. All right. And I'm gonna take my dead GoPro and get out of here.
Okay.